Hi friends, I'm Prairie Vintage Jewelry. My name is Linda. I'm an energy intuitive reader here on YouTube. I use spirit, my intuition, and the tarot to communicate energy frequencies to you, beautiful viewer. And today's message will be a specific message from spirit for what you're needing to know or hear today about something specific that spirit wants to communicate. So this is a timeless reading. Whenever you come across this reading, the message was meant to find you. Now definitely use your intuition to see if this reading is resonating for you. But we have 3 options to choose from today, and they're all bugs, which are kind of cast in a resin. So we have this beetle right here, very iridescent. It says it's a Schaefer beetle. All right. And then we have this bug right here. Kind of looks, I don't know, looks like a big version of an ant. I don't know what kind of bug this is. On a bracelet. And then we have this looking beetle that looks kind of almost like a ladybug, but definitely not a ladybug. I'm not sure what sort of beetle this is, cast in resin as well. So we have 3 options to choose from. Now, as I normally state for those of you guys who are new here, in order to confirm whether your intuition is being activated here for these readings, I do ask that you come up with something you're going to see or hear throughout this reading that will confirm the message was meant to find you. And yeah, the timestamp will be in the description box and in the pinned comment. It'll take you directly to your pick. If you're drawn to more than one of these options, could be multiple messages here for you today, or there could be no message here because these are specific messages that we are asking spirit for. Those of you guys looking for a specific message. All right, so I will see you at your pick. All right, my beautiful pile number 1. You pick this Schaefer beetle. Let us take a look at what spirit wants to communicate specifically for you, specific message you need to know. Now, if you skipped ahead, I do ask that you come up with a certain object or something you're going to see or hear in this reading that will confirm to you that this is indeed your pile and this message was meant to find you. If it is not resonating, then you'll know that this message is not for you. You can skip ahead. We will be pulling the oracle cards and some tarot cards to get your message. We are asking spirit for a clear and concise message here for pile number 1 in regards to what specifically does pile number 1 need to know. Spirit, what do you want to communicate for pile number 1 right here, right now, in regards to what do they need to know? What sort of confirmation or information are they needing in the next little while in regards to their energy? Thank you so much, Spirit, and thank you so much, pile number 1, for allowing me to tap into your energy and your energy around you at this time. All these readings are timeless, so whenever you come across this reading, the message was certainly meant to find you, as long as it's resonating. All right, so we have the 6th house with sustainability and the number 44. Before we get into any sort of real deep reading, I'm going to lay the cards out here, although sometimes I get messages from spirit before we get to laying all the cards. So I'll try to refrain from getting too deep into the reading in case you guys skip ahead here. But the 6th house is all about health and fitness. It'll be about pets, organization, services, and working habits. We have Mimi Cry with the number 30. We have the 3 of Water, celebration, a wedding, graduation, a birth announcement, the need to have more fun. I'm feeling one more of these. The 3 of Water is the equivalent to the 3 of Cups in the traditional tarot. We have the 4 of Earth, which is 4 of Pentacles, being too frivolous or too cautious with money, good business decisions, and giving to those less fortunate. All right. clear and concise message for pile number 1, Spirit. What do they need to know? What specifically do they need to know right here, right now? What message do you have for pile number 1? What do they need to hear? We have that. Number 6, invoke the power and fear, not the hidden. What lurks is coming with undenying change. Invoke thy power and fear not the hidden. I don't know how I read that. What lurks is coming with undenying change. That. Okay. It is very difficult or challenging for me to pick up details and read and do math and everything else when I am in channeling mode. So I do apologize for my illiteracy here on this channel. All right, so let's keep going. Spirit, what does pile number 1 need to hear? What message do you have for them? Clear and concise message for the greatest and highest good for pile number 1. What specifically are they needing to know? Nope. Let's do that again. All right. We have 13. Your joy is your sorrow unmasked. Joy and sorrow. Okay. Your joy is your sorrow unmasked. What else, spirits? I'm feeling this one, no? Spirit saying to reshuffle. Be a little bit of indecision here with you guys. Not generally this indecisive here. Okay, we'll pull the one that revealed itself. We have the thread. Number 70 or the number 7 could be significant. 7 is the Chariot in the tarot. Let's keep going. There's your card right here. We have Spirit Keeper of the South. Okay. And one of these, last oracle card, and then we will also pull some tarot here for you guys. We have goat. Beautiful. This might be resonating with the Capricorn energy here. We got some tarot falling. All right, 2 of Pentacles. The Lovers. Another one fell in my lap. The Empress. Wow. Okay, pretty powerful here. We'll pull more tarot as we go along in your story. Let us take a look at what we see here energetically for you. Beautiful pile number 1. What is this message? Okay, well, I feel like there is concern right here. And what I'm hearing is like almost like a much ado about nothing type energy. So, and I'm not minimizing or trivializing what you're experiencing or making trivial. But I do feel like there is an energy here of you having some concern here. And it's impacting the energy that you're encompassing. So you're either concerned something isn't working out. And I feel like this energy is, for a lot of you guys, it could mean somewhere in your security. So it could be actual financial, but it could be a position you hold. So maybe you're concerned with employment, or you're concerned with foundation, something secure, something securing, something coming together, something working out. Yeah, something working out. And you're concerned because I think up until now, nothing's really either manifested or showed that it is happening here for you. Okay, but what Spirit is really coming through with is that this is happening for you. It is happening for you, but I think the real message here is that because of maybe some concern here of what's panned out or how you're feeling, it's impacting your energy here. So you might be not engaging like you normally would in your everyday. So you might be not going out as much. You might be kind of thinking you have to be in an energy of protecting yourself in case the worst case scenario here is. But what this is doing is making things a little bit miserable, I feel here. Okay, so making things a little miserable here. Spirit's really wanting you to trust that things are aligning here for you, although you might not be seeing it so much. Okay, so we'll see with the tarot why this is very specific for you, but it could very well be if you adapt the energy of protecting yourself or limited in some sort of capacity because of an understanding here that isn't quite true. So, for example, I will not have any fun for this month in engaging with spending my money because I feel like I might be losing my job or something like this is a worry, a concern we have here. And I'm not saying that you don't have reason maybe to have this concern, but I feel like what's happening is this is limiting your energy here because behind the scenes there is an energy here of things working out. I do see that this period is coming to an end here eventually, but there may be a significant thing here that you're missing out on that I feel might be, I'm hearing almost once in a lifetime even. So if you're passing up on going to a wedding here of someone that you care about, or you're sacrificing a decision here to purchase something here that's maybe is a good opportunity for you and you would generally do it, but your fear of the situation or circumstance around you is preventing you from acting or making that decision, then you might miss out and this opportunity may not present itself. So it's almost like Spirit really wanting you to trust that things are aligning and that the worst case scenario might be more coming or stemming from your practical side here. And I think Spirit wants you to not miss out on anything here. Yeah, Spirit wants you to not miss out on something here that I think for all of you guys definitely could be something different. Could be something like physically purchasing something material. It could be an experience here. Okay, an experience to celebrate, an event. Maybe hanging out with your friends. I don't feel like this is it could be an everyday thing that you're used to doing that kind of brings you peace of mind that you've kind of stopped altogether here because of another worry or concern here that you might be an influx here of something that you feel might not be working out, or it might cause a problem here. If you do this, it may cause issues here that you're not really ready to want to go down here, because I feel you're playing it safe. But I feel like the playing safe is almost at the expense of missing out on something here that I think is coming forward for a reason. Needs to be a trust in things coming together here for you. And maybe it's been quite some time that you've been waiting or kind of suspended and trying to see something come to fruition here. And now you've lost a little bit of hope that something might pan out or something might sustain itself or present itself as being secure in a way, or provide that sort of stability or security or whatever it is that it's lacking. So let's see some more, because that's kind of it's a little bit of a general energy here. 6th house. Yeah, okay, let's see. I feel it does involve other people here coming together here, maybe to, yeah, let's see. I'll pull the tarot and see what more we can get here for this concise message here for pile number 1. What is this about, Spirit? What are you communicating here for pile number 1? What message do they need to hear? Why are we seeing this? Seven of Pentacles. Empress coming out for a second time. That's Taurus energy. Queen of Swords. We have Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. One more here. 10 of Cups. Yeah, the same message here. Sometimes I don't really know what it is so much about. So maybe you're knowing what this worry or this concern or a threat to stability here is. But I feel like this period of time, things might not be panning out so well. And I do feel it might have to do with work or something here that you put in energy or effort, and because it's not really panned out, or it's posing some handicap, let's say, to your situation, or putting you at a disadvantage, that you are being very firm and very logical to the point of getting in the way of your own happiness. So you might be really thinking, if I don't get this, like, let's say, pay raise, for example, or this job, then I'm not going to go out for 6 months here because I need to save for whatever. I think it's a very firm, logical decision and act here that you're doing at the expense of allowing yourself to trust, to still be able to enjoy finer things here. Allow yourself to enjoy finer things than be miserable for 6 months to make something happen. Okay, that's just an analogy, but I feel like there's something here that's I feel is a once in a lifetime type situation coming forward as an experience, as a thing here that matters. And you're kind of getting in your own way with making sure that you hang on to not being thrown off, okay? Not being thrown off if, let's say, you do lose your job or whatever, then you're kind of fearing the worst outcome here, so you're not engaging in anything here that never noticed. Look at this character, the Queen of Swords, has this guy's head. I feel like you preparing or making sure that something here is on track, okay, or secure or stable or protected in some way, to the expense of allowing yourself to enjoy, explore, or allow something here that's wanting to come towards you, and to trust things are ironing out for you. So you're carrying an energy here of thinking the worst case scenario. Or maybe you've been in this mindset for a bit here, so it's getting in the way of things manifesting or resulting here for the better. And I feel like the better here is something that's going to bring you quite some joy and quite the opposite, I think, of what you're thinking you're going to experience here. Eight of Swords. That's us kind of letting our logic get in the way here of being held back or limiting ourselves due to some thought we have that might not be accurate here so much. Okay, High Priestess. That's our intuition. That's a deeper knowledge or understanding here. And here we have the Two of Cups. Three of Cups, 10 of Cups, 2 of Cups, and the Empress. That's really powerful. There's something here, okay? Something here that is really powerful here in regards to bringing you abundance and happiness and love, okay? Like something that's fulfilling, and I do feel it involves something you do desire, something where your heart is set on. But I feel like there's something you're telling yourself that's getting in the way here of you being very held back by a thought you have here, that you think if you hold back, or if you protect yourself as such, in such a way, such a structured way here, that it's better for the situation in some way, but it's actually not allowing good things to kind of flow in. And because I see the Bat here and the High Priestess, it's almost something here like it's not directly being visible to you, but I feel like you intuitively know here it's something that is tied to your soul, or some real desire here, some real deep connection here to something, and you almost are in a mindset that you're sacrificing your desire and everything else, or the situation, or missing out on something here because of something you're telling yourself is better to play safe, or you could have the reward in the long term, or that the timing, or that's the situation here, you need to play it safe. But Spirit is saying the opposite here, okay? That you playing it safe so that you can retain something here, or get some sort of energy here that you're thinking you're going to get or wanting to get. It's actually not allowing that energy to come in, and making you miserable, making you have to engage in an energy here that isn't optimal, okay? So it's a very specific message for you guys. Let's just ask for some advice here then from Spirit. Some advice from Spirit, and see if there's anything further here that's going to help you guys. Beautiful pile number 1. What is the advice here for pile number 1? Spirit, what do they need to know? Anything I missed? What do they need to know for pile number 1? I'm getting a message here. It's almost like something might be unknown to you or in the dark. And it's unknown, it's in the dark, so you're making an assumption here that it's for the worst. So that's kind of how you're engaging, or you're preparing, or you're kind of making way for something you're not seeing. Although it's in the dark, Spirit is saying it is actually working out in your favor, but because you're almost mindset on it being an answer that you're not expecting, it's putting that energy vibe out there, but the answer is actually a very positive answer here, okay? 5 of Pentacles. Yeah, 5 of Pentacles is our ability to get out of something here. We have the ability to do so rather than to be out in the cold, or to feel like we don't have the security, or feel like we're missing out on something here. 10 of Wands. We're bringing this burden, and I mean, I don't like to say bring it on yourself, but I feel like this mindset, or the energy you're in, is carrying an unneeded burden here, or heaviness. And you don't need to carry this. You don't need to carry this at all. Prince of Swords. That's the Knight of Swords. So I feel like what Spirit is saying is there is an energy here of voluntarily putting yourself in a situation that might feel miserable or might feel like you don't want to be in, and you don't have to, okay? You don't have to. That you're actually in a position here to trust the universe here to bring forward what it needs to hear. But I feel like it is a challenging time for you. You're challenged by whatever this is here. But there's no need to put your mindset kind of there, okay? There's no need to put the mindset there, because I feel like this doesn't allow there to be a shift in energy. Seven of Swords and the Fool. So these are kind of opposite energy. Seven of Swords, okay? This is deception, being sneaky, under the radar. This could be when we're trying to make something happen, maybe without being completely honest or upfront about something here. Why is Spirit showing this? The Fool is a new beginning. The Fool is trusting. Okay, so Spirit is saying, trust that what you don't see, because I think what's happening is you're not seeing something here, so it makes you feel like you're out of control here about what's coming forward. And trust blindly, okay, that things are working out and aligning here towards your favor. But I think instead of trusting, we're kind of adapting an energy that could self-sabotage ourselves if we're not engaging in things here that we want to or that we feel close to. We're kind of lying to ourselves about this. Yeah, future. This is what we want for ourselves for the future, waiting for ships to come in, kind of preparing for the best. Okay, preparing for the best and knowing that our ships are coming in, knowing that we're going in the right direction here. But this is about illusion here. You know, when you see Seven of Swords and the Moon, this is illusions and deceptions. And I feel like the deception here is you maybe not thinking that your ship is coming in and that you're actually going to be moving in the right direction here, because you are in the dark about where it might be guiding you here. So you're engaging in an energy here that's quite heavy, and I don't think you like this energy of sacrifice. So I feel you're sacrificing yourself unnecessarily, okay? So Spirit wants you to recognize, if you don't see what it is that you're thinking you should see without a shadow of a doubt here, because it's making you feel uncomfortable here, because I feel this, you want stability, you want security, you want like a beyond a shadow of a doubt knowing, but that's where we use your intuition to know that we're trusting the universe here, okay? And we're trusting the universe towards where we're going here to be successful. And I feel like look at this Three of Wands. This guy is like really, really fit here and very in a position to be successful here. He's looking really strong and capable and at an advantage here. So I think you're at a complete advantage here to allow things to unfold. But I think your uncertainty is what's not trusting the universe in allowing yourself to be accepting of what comes here in way of joy for yourself. So you might be turning down things you wouldn't normally turn down here, because you might be saying, I don't want to experience a loss of sorts, okay? But now we have this kind of a lack mindset where we're hanging on to the little bit, so we have something rather than nothing here, but it's not making us happy. There's more here for you to claim as your own, and there's joy to be had here. There's great joy to be had. Trust the universe really is the message here, and whatever the situation is, because this is something specific you're going through right now. And it could be quite frustrating, because I think you're maybe not used to where this is putting you, or not the unknown. So you'd rather stick to the known here, because it feels more comfortable and more in control, and you're able to navigate better. But it's at the cost of you risking something here that I keep hearing is like a once in a lifetime type thingy here, okay? So this is what I see for you guys. Interesting message. Pile number 1. If you're drawn to another pile, I will see you there. Bye. Hello, my gorgeous pile number 2. You guys picked the bug that's on a bracelet here that I said looks like an ant, but I don't think so. And I do believe this might be glow in the dark, which I did not know. So let me see. Yes, it is glow in the dark. Very cool. So we have the bug with the glow in the dark resin here for pile number 2. We're asking Spirit for what you need to hear right now. What's this message? What's this guidance? What does Spirit think you need to hear? Pile 1 was interesting, a little different here. So I'm expecting this to be quite specific. Now, all these readings are timeless. So whenever you come across this reading, the message was meant to find you. In order for you to confirm this is your message, use your intuition to come up with something you're going to see or hear to confirm that this is your pile. Use your intuition. And if it doesn't feel right, do not make it fit. So let's ask Spirit what this is about. Feel free to skip ahead, okay, to your reading. We will lay all the cards out first and get to your message. So we have the Temple with 39. 39 or 12. We have Elements with 16. Remember to feel the warmth pulsing through her womb. You are a child of Mother. True harmony awaits you. Elements, and we have fire, air, water, and earth. Very cool. Number 16 or the number 7. Spirit, clear and concise message here. We'll pull 2 of these for pile number 2. What is their message? What do they need to hear? Thank you so much. And thank you so much, pile number 2, for allowing me to tap into your beautiful energy and the energy around you at this time. We have the 8 of Earth, which is 8 of Pentacles. Skilled work is rewarded. Learning all there is to know about a topic. Going back to school. And we have 2 of Air. That's the 2 of Swords. Being able to being unable or unwillingly to make a decision. A stalemate. Pretending there is no problem. Okay. There's your card right there. We have Snake. The green's coming out. Green is all about heart chakra. We have Answering the Call. Beautiful rainbow in that one. We have 36. Pleasure is a freedom song with pleasure. Or the number 9. Okay. Oh. Got a mixture of cards in here. There we go. Clear and concise message for pile number 2, Spirit. What do they need to know right now, right here, right now? Specifically, what message do you want to communicate? We have Scavenge with 44, and the number 8. All right, and one more oracle card before we get into the tarot. 11 with Aquarius collaborates. Interesting. 39. There's 12, which is also the number 3. And 3 to me could sometimes mean collaborating or working together here to build something. Okay, so let's pull some tarot. Oops. We had 2 cards fall on the floor. Could be significant here for your reading. Beautiful pile number 2. We have the 4 of Swords and the Queen of Pentacles. And I'm being guided to keep those two. I'll pull some more. We have the King of Cups and more. We have the Hermit. Okay, so heavy Virgo with the Queen of Pentacles and the Hermit, and Taurus, Capricorn, and then we also have Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces energy coming through. Let's take a look at what this message is for you guys. Beautiful pile number 2. This one's pretty simple. I feel like there's something here, you know, that feels quite safe here. And you're being called to move forward, okay? You're being called to move forward. And it feels very comfortable. It feels very safe. It feels very secure and healing. It feels like an energy here that is wanting to work with you or build with you or invest in you. This could be a person, this could be a job that seems to be a good fit. It's just, it seems right. You've been in reflective mode here. I don't know that you've been receptive here to what it really is, but I feel like I think this is more confirmation that what you're feeling and thinking about this is accurate, because some of you guys might be second guessing yourselves and not allowing yourself to move forward with that said situation. Okay, but I feel like this situation is going to provide you with something here in all aspects of what you're needing, and Spirit is wanting you to say yes or move forward or engage. There is a need to act here. And I feel like maybe you've been looking at what could go wrong, or looking at all the bad things about this, but I don't think you're finding many. I also think you're looking at reasons why it may not work. And I think this is coming in for you as something that is blessed, and that is making you feel almost like it's too good to be true, or you're too lucky here for this to work out well, because there's too many things here that seem too good to be true, or that it's ticking off too many of your boxes here. So you're just not quite sure what the catch is. You're being asked to trust that this is the right thing to invest your time and your effort towards. I think you're spending a lot of time maybe trying to really discredit it or see why it wouldn't work, or what would be the downside, when there is a lot of upswing here, that the downside is not something we're supposed to be allowing to hold us back. And if we haven't answered the call or communicated how we're truly thinking or feeling here about something by either words of confirmation or the way we've been engaging or acting till now, I don't know. I don't know where this might go, because I don't know that you've stepped forward here. So let's see. I need more tarot here to see why this is coming up. But you're certainly being called to engage with something here, accept an offer, or work towards making something work here. And I feel this is something that is kind of, like I said, ticking off boxes, or it's very well rounded here. It provides a level of healing here for you. Security, safety. Okay, 8 of Wands. Why are we seeing this message, spirits? The moon. So the moon is Pisces energy. 8 of Wands is moving forward. The Chariot is forward movement. The 3 of Wands is waiting to move forward. So all about how we're supposed to move forward. And we might be not seeing clearly, okay? Which is why we haven't acted. Maybe we're sitting 2 of Swords because we're indecisive about something here. And I don't know why you're indecisive so much, as you might think you're not seeing clearly, or you might think this again, like it's almost like too good to be true. This kind of, maybe you think you're in fantasy mode or not seeing something here. But you're being called to move forward, to communicate, one, if you haven't. Okay, and that there will be a need, and a need for you to get out of this 2 of Swords and actually have some momentum here in a situation here. And I feel like it is guiding you in a direction that you're supposed to be going for yourself here. I feel like it's bringing in a lot of what you want, what you desire, and in a practical way, in a material way, and in an emotional way, and just all around way. And maybe this is a big life decision here, because with the 2 of Swords, I mean, you're sitting idle here on something that could be quite significant, impacting all of your world, all of the suits here, where you live, who you surround yourself with. So it could be as big as moving, you know, or taking that job, or I don't know, like something that's life-changing here in all regards. But you're being called to jump forward in this, and there will be success here as long as we're communicating and allowing things to move forward, and we're dedicated to the results here, because I do feel as though this is leading you in the right direction here. But I think you're in a space of questioning. I do feel like you might think it's too good, or too, that's the only word I can really think of, like you screw up, or you're not good enough to make this choice, or that you're not prepared enough, or healed enough, or capable enough, or experienced enough, or maybe you're waiting for the other shoe to drop, or the right timing to happen here before you can show up or engage. But I think it's telling you that you are prepared, and there's a need to release yourself into accepting and moving forward here. It's going to bring you a sense of joy here, and allow things to flow. But I think things might be a little bit stagnant and not flowing right now, because we might be turning over the same rocks, trying to dig up why it won't work for us. Or, you know, this is like moon energy. I feel like the desire is there to act for sure and move forward. Okay, so yeah, you're being called to act here and to communicate, and this could involve traveling. It could involve moving, like I said. So it might be a big decision, hence why there's been this 2 of Air energy. So we have King of Cups coming out again. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Something that definitely emotionally speaks to you here, but I don't feel you've been communicative, or maybe all that, yeah, receptive to this experience, or to this opportunity. There's the 9 of Cups, emotional fulfillment. Yeah, something that makes you really, really happy here on an emotional level. Pleasure is freedom, is a freedom song with pleasure. 2 of Swords coming out again. Contemplating, you know, the moon, not seeing, so not deciding either which way, and we're sitting idle here, but it is something that is and will bring emotional happiness, complete fulfillment to self. Okay, yeah. So if it's a career pursuit or creative pursuit here that you're really, really enjoying, allow yourself to accept, to make this move, this decision. Okay, whatever this opportunity is, because I feel like this is a really, really good opportunity in front of you and you're not quite sure. So maybe we're not quite sure how to move forward. I do feel like you're kind of looking at what won't work, but let's ask Spirit, why are we seeing this? Anything further, any sort of guidance, any information for pile number 2? What's going to help? It's going to help pile number 2. That's that back and forth energy. Deciding, should I, shouldn't I, should I, shouldn't I, prioritizing. The Lovers, there's a choice there as well. Making the right decision to pursue that person, pursue that career, pursue that passion, pursue what we're destined to kind of go down a path here and make that decision. We're just kind of getting the same 5 of Cups. Okay, so Spirit is saying that if we're in an indecisive energy here, going back and forth, not choosing, maybe not prioritizing this thing here that I feel is coming in quite as a blessing here, might seem surreal here for you, so you may not be acting, moving forward, or deciding, or feel like you can prioritize or decide or choose right now. Spirit is saying there's a need to choose this path, because I feel like if you choose the path that feels like it is the safe path, or the path that where you're kind of looking at what's not working here and staying, or even just staying idle here, not deciding, is definitely not ideal, okay? But if you're not choosing this connection, there's going to be, or whatever this energy is here, this job, this opportunity. I feel like 2 people here, unicorns here, even be butting heads here. And this could be, like I said, a connection between 2 people as well. Whatever it is for you, okay? Opportunity. I feel like this opportunity, if we're not choosing this opportunity, I feel like there's a message here from Spirit in regards to looking at this as a missed opportunity. A missed opportunity that we could have chose, that we could have followed, that we could have engaged with here, but we'll look back kind of as something we didn't prioritize, as something we didn't choose, as something we weren't able to make the right decision here when we were called to act. Have to show up here with this Aquarius and collaborate. Same with this Earth, 8 of Earth. Let's see some more. What more does pile number 2 need to hear about this? Guidance for pile number 2. What's the guidance here? How do they decide? What's the guidance? 8 of Cups. Okay, I see. And the Hierophant. So Spirit is saying you have an understanding here of a commitment you might have to a situation that is not emotionally fulfilling anymore, that is difficult and very stuck. Okay, and it might have you feeling stuck to move away from that, but it's not emotionally fulfilling. In order for you to go towards what's emotionally fulfilling, to free yourself, you might feel as though there's an obstacle here, or there's an obstacle in moving forward and away from something. So you could certainly be committing yourself to something here that you feel you're owing your dedication to, although you're not emotionally fulfilled. This could be anything from your employer to a lifestyle, to a belief, to a tradition, to an ideology, to a commitment to some higher understanding here that you have of how it should be. So you're committing yourself, but emotionally, I feel like there's a need to allow yourself the acceptance to move away from this, not see that as a huge obstacle and a huge challenge for you to move forward from. I feel like fear is definitely making this seem bigger than it may be to move forward. So you need to commit yourself to something that I feel here is a blessing in regards to all areas of your life, almost like a new opportunity here to allow for healing, to commit yourself to, and kind of get out of dealing in situations you don't really deserve. I feel like you're putting up with scraps of whatever you're emotionally kind of turning around here in order to maybe convince yourself something's working here, out of a commitment, out of an understanding here. But I don't feel it's bringing you happiness. Okay, so Spirit is wanting to bring this forward because there's a need to choose, a need to decide, a need to commit yourself here and review this. So some of you needed to hear this message from Spirit. Let's see if there's any final words. Final words from Spirit for pile number 2. Final words. Anything we missed? Why are we seeing this? 6 of Cups. 5 of Swords. 9 of Wands. This is soul family. People, place, things from the past that speak to our heart. Maybe we might be needing to really go towards what speaks to our heart here, that's going to emotionally fulfill us. A place of the past, a person of the past, the soulmate person. We saw the Lovers, we're seeing the 6 of Cups. I do feel like there's something speaking to your heart here that you might be fighting against and not allowing yourself to partake or agree or collaborate or move towards, out of a sense of some sort of sabotaging. This could be self-sabotaging or mental limitations here, where we're engaging or being kind of defensive or fighting something off here in order maybe to stay in our 8 of Cups. Okay, but you have an opportunity here to get to a 9 of Cups, which is something fulfilling here. So again, same message Spirit is coming through for you guys, pile number 2. Someone needed to hear this. If you're drawn to another pile, I will check you out there. If not, then that is the message from Spirit. I will see you soon. Bye. Hello, my pile number 3. You picked this bug right here, and I just found out it is glow in the dark. So I did not know that, or at least the resin is. So it might be something being illuminated in the dark, which is quite interesting. Let's take a look. Kind of looks like a ladybug. Not quite sure what bug this is, but pile number 3. I don't know if I called you pile 2. Pile number 3. Let's take a look. So you can skip ahead here, but we will pull the oracle cards for you and see what message Spirit is wanting to communicate to you. What specifically does Spirit want you to know right here, right now? Use your, ooh, we got 3 cards. Use your intuition, okay, to come up with what you're going to see or hear in this pile to confirm indeed this message is for you. And the timestamp will be in the description box and in the pinned comment. You can go directly to the reading. So we have the 6 of Fire. Victory, good news is on its way. Public recognition or awards. That's the 6 of Wands in traditional tarot. We have the Queen of Swords. Independent, experience, realistic, and witty. Objective decision making, clearing away all that no longer serves you, seeing the humor in a situation. And we have the 3 of Pentacles, the power of creativity, recognition for a very high quality work, be a team player. Recognition coming out twice. 3rd house, communication. All right, so this is all about the mind and thinking. Siblings, also social activity, neighbors. So it could have to do with the visibility here and the social structure of sorts. Okay, let's keep going. We get into the reading. We have Spirit Keeper of the East. Oh, one wanting to fly out. Peace Pipe. Okay. Peace Pipe. Peacock. There's your card. We have Your Joy is Your Sorrow Unmasked. Joy and Sorrow. This came out for pile number 1, I believe. Okay, let's shuffle these down a bit. All right. and concise message for pile number 3, Spirit. What do they need to hear right now? What is their message from Spirit? Greatest and highest good of pile number 3. What do they need to hear? Thank you so much. And thank you so much, pile number 3, for allowing me to tap into your beautiful energy and the energy around you at this time. We have silence, 36. There is a sweet embrace of the nothingness. Stillness brings a presence of self fully embodied. Let me read that again. There is a sweet embrace in the nothingness stillness brings, a presence of self fully embodied. Number 36, or the number 9. Okay. We have mischief for 31, or the number 4. And the warrior revealed itself, although I am being called to pull both. So we have the flame and the warrior. Okay. Let's move these down. And let's pull some tarot as well before we get into your reading, pile number 3. We have the King of Swords. So this is Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy. We have the Page of Wands. We have Death card. And we have the Ace of Wands flipping over very quickly. All right, are we in frame? Yes, we are. Okay, very good. Let's take a look at your energy. Okay. I feel like there's something here you've achieved in the past. And it was good while it lasted. And it was authentic and it was real. And it was, you were maybe celebrated for this. You were successful. Maybe you made a lot of good friends. You had a very good experience. You were able to create something here. I feel like you're being given an opportunity here to enter into something else that is different from this. So could be you had a good run here at a workplace. Could be you had a good run here creating some sort of community, some sort of grouping. I feel like you're being called to do something else now, and I feel like part of you wants to stay and keep, I guess, keep where it's not really broken so much here, but I think intuitively you're really being pulled and called to go towards something else, something new, and it's like you're having to accept the end of something here that was peaceful and it was good while it lasted here. But I think what Spirit is saying is, how long do we revel in our win? Okay, so another saying coming through here is we keep our head down in victory and our head up in loss. So I think what the Spirit is saying here is almost like, you know, we don't want to rest on our laurels here. I think you're being called towards something new that's going to be as equally exciting here for you. But I think resistance or hesitancy here is you maybe not knowing whether, well, it's twofold. It's having to part with something here that's worked in the past, and then it's also kind of starting, you know, from an energy of, which is natural, like, am I going to be a small fish in a big pond here? And sometimes it's easier to stay the big fish in a little pond than take a step towards something here. But you're getting confirmation here from Spirit that you are more than capable here of an experience, although it may seem a little frightful to bring all the successes you had and all the experiences you had in the past here forward with you, although it is a new adventure, new people, new environment. You might feel like you have to succeed alone or start off alone, because I think right now you've built a community or built a support system or built something here over the long term that is functioning here, but Spirit is saying now you're being called to expand, because you may limit yourself here, and you might be convincing yourself or telling yourself that this might be better if you stay for a bit longer, or something here that Spirit is saying. You might not want to put yourself in a position that you feel could put you, you know, at having to learn the hard way. Pride could be involved here, and stepping forward and thinking you might not succeed in something here, especially when you were victorious here in an area. So instead of reliving your stories or wins, there's a need to allow yourself to move forward towards something new here. Yeah. It's almost like an experience of the past that you're being called to kind of, you know, not necessarily let go of so much that experience, but time to move on from that energy in order for you to expand to something new here. Let's see. Can we see some more, Spirit? Why are we seeing this energy for pile number 3? We have the King of Pentacles. That is Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn energy. We have the Page of Swords. This is the 3. Page of Swords, or Knight of Swords. Princess is the Knight. Okay, so King of Pentacles, Knight of Swords. Ace of Swords, second ace we saw. We saw the Ace of Wands. So new beginning coming out again. The Death card we were seeing, and the Queen of Swords. Okay. Beautiful pile number 3. I think you're in a secure position here, but I do feel like you're a big fish now in a little pond, and your security, your stability is great here, but you're being called to move forward towards something that you might feel could be a challenge. Could be because you're not quite sure what sort of support you have, or how you're starting over, or what you're going to encounter, or what you kind of need to encounter here, but I feel like there is a need to really be honest with self, clear with self, and understand that movement forward is the best way for you to expand here and allow yourself to transform and change for the better here, and bringing in more abundance, bringing in more of what you're needing right now, because I feel like something, although very successful here, you're being denied of something here if you maintain your position. And I think you probably know it, but I don't think you want to move forward so much. Yeah, you don't want to move forward so much. But now is the time. And I do feel like there is some excitement. I do feel there is some excitement here in what this is, because I feel like this is something getting you even closer to a purpose, a calling, the core of what it is and who you are here. It's closer to that, but it could be scary. Could definitely be scary, especially if you're very successful in one area here, and then now you're being called to expand and pull away from something here in order to expand on that. All right, let's see. Can we see some more? Why are we seeing this, Spirit? What more does pile number 3 need to know here? Any further clarity? Anything I've missed? Why are we seeing this for pile number 3? What more do they need to know? Clear and concise message for the greatest, highest good of pile number 3. Eight of Swords, the Devil. It's not a good combination. Three of Swords, Ace of Pentacles. Now we're almost seeing all the aces just about. We saw the Ace of Wands, the Ace of Swords, the Ace of Pentacles, and now we're seeing the Knight of Cups. Yeah, action is required here. When you see Knights, there's lots of action. These three are not a good sign, and I feel like, I mean, not a good sign is not a good energy, because I feel like what Spirit's wanting to do is light a fire under you here, okay? Because I feel like it's easy to maybe get in a state of resting on our laurels or a complacency, or talk about old stories and how we were successful and appearances and how we are feeling. But I think deep down there is a need to break free from something that becomes restrictive. And we could be telling ourselves maybe at a later date, or we wouldn't be successful elsewhere, but there's some limitation here, way of thinking that's holding you back. And it's going to, you know, be not a comfortable place here. But I also feel like this could be you feeling like you're parting with something here that you enjoyed very much at one point. So it's hard to move away from, to separate yourself from this. But I feel like it limits you. Whatever you're telling yourself here is causing a limitation. There's a need to move forward here, to manifest something new, to go towards what's speaking to you now, not what was speaking to you in the past. And I feel like there might be separation, anxiety, or pain either which way here. It's kind of like the devil you know versus the devil you don't know. So you might just stick to the devil you know, but tell yourself it's not, you're not held back, or that it's a choice you're making here out of the betterment, but knowing that there's something here you're supposed to be manifesting, moving towards, that's bringing in your love, bringing in your passion, bringing in something you creatively speaks to your heart here. It's asking you to move towards this. Look, interesting. We have the two scorpions looking almost identical here. You guys might be identifying with a Scorpio. In the shield, you might be quite defensive here. Defensive here. And blocking yourself from the full abundance that you're supposed to be kind of, and I say supposed to be because I do feel like there's an expansion that's happening, there's a transformation that's happening. The longer you kind of stay in a situation here that was maybe working in the past, it brings this. So I feel like you're blocking, you're maybe doing everything in your power to kind of stay put, but you're definitely capable of being successful here. And this gives me that 10 of Cups. Sort of rainbow. This is all about us pursuing that inner flame, that thing that makes us burn inside, and eventually, you know, we crack open. We got to follow our pursuit here. We can't stay put, and this is all about manifesting, planting that seed for future manifestations here, what we kind of build for ourselves. So it's time, pile number 3, for you to review what is holding you back. What sort of mindsets might you be in that are restricting you from moving forward? I see another shield here as well. Might be shielding this goodness from coming in, but it's only a matter of time before this flame heats up that top of that, tip of that pyramid. Okay, let's get some guidance here for pile number 3. What is the guidance for pile number 3? What do they need to know here about this? Why are they being shown a specific message? What is the guidance? Thank you, Spirit. The Sun. Oh my goodness. The Empress, you guys. The Page of Swords. So, this message is very, very clear. The Sun is the most positive card in the tarot. When I pull it, it is absolutely beautiful because it highlights everything wonderful, and any card around it kind of gets heightened in its positive aspect. Okay, so I feel like there is great joy. There's great certainty and joy, and I feel like your desire to experience something here that's going to bring you absolute love and abundance. And this is the most abundant card in the tarot deck. Okay, bringing in love, bringing in wealth, bringing in success, bringing in the right circumstances, people, opportunity here. It speaks to us. This is what we have to look forward to. We have to start asking ourselves with this Knight of Swords, start getting clear and decisive in what we're asking ourselves and the decisions we're making. You know, are we continuously in an energy where we're retelling the same story? I keep hearing, okay, we're retelling a story where we were successful, or retelling a story that has happened in the past here that we're kind of reliving and staying put. But we're being called to start getting very clear, getting very decisive, and understand here that there's something that is calling for expansion here, that you might see, but you're not quite allowing yourself to break free from your devil energies that we were seeing there because of a mindset. Okay, so ask yourself what Spirit wants you to do. Get very clear and ask yourself, where does your happiness lie here? Okay, is it in a past situation, circumstance that might have felt good, might have at one point here, or is there pride getting in the way of us kind of experiencing something that might make us feel like we're not ready for, or maybe not ready for forward movement here, because we're not capable of starting over or being successful here in following this passion, this pursuit. Okay, but I do feel like it's the dialogue that we're telling ourselves and the thoughts that we're having that are going to trigger us towards getting a better understanding of where this enlightenment is, where our joy is, where our abundance is. Yeah, I'm getting, you know, again, that big fish in a small pond type energy. So there's a need for you to have the confidence in your ability to be successful, moving towards something new here. Getting very clear about your ability here to be successful in something new. Although you haven't experienced it, I feel like there's a need for you to understand that you definitely have the ability and the capability here of getting through something new. Although I feel like maybe you don't like new things, or maybe it makes you feel uncomfortable here to break away from something, but there's a need to get very direct here in your movement towards your next chapter here. Okay, that's what Spirit wants to bring forward. So a very specific message, all 3 piles. If this did not resonate, you can certainly go check out another pile, and I will see you soon. Bye.